guys, today I put together a short video with some of my favorite Pilates-based exercises. I'm using a big ball and also a small ball. You can probably pick these up at a local sporting goods store or even your local Walmart. So here I'm going to start out with the ball between my knees. I'm going to come on down to the mat. Start by just kind of turning my head side to side, getting some tension out of my neck. You know the warm-up that we usually do in class. So let's go ahead and go right into a pelvic curl. Take a deep breath in and roll up one vertebra at a time. So all the exercises I do today, I'm just going to do about 2 or 3 reps. If you feel like you want more of a challenge, then go ahead and pause your video and do a few more. Rolling down. So remember, as we're doing this pelvic curl, we want to try to get some flexibility into our spine. So go slowly and try to touch each vertebra separately to the mat. Don't force them into the mat, just let them kind of fall heavily. Roll it back down again. Good. So now I'm going to bring my legs up toward my chest, and this is my tabletop position. My arms are out to the side. I'm just going to let my knees drop over to the right. Now notice I'm not going all the way over to the floor. I'm just kind of taking about halfway over, just to get a little rotation in my spine. Remember, we're going to use those deep abdominals to drag those legs back up. Let's do that one more time on each side. Good. And if you're feeling tweaky, again, remember to go ahead and stretch and warm up a little bit longer. But we're going to go ahead and go on. So I'm going to bring my legs down, hands behind the head. I'm going to take a nice deep breath. And as I exhale, I'm going to draw inward and upward on my abdominals, almost like I'm bracing for a punch. Get those shoulder blades up as high off the mat as you can. Take a deep breath here and roll it back down. Inhale again, exhale. So remember, when we come back, we're hovering above the mat and just not resting back down on the mat. Hold here, take a deep breath, come on back down. Inhale again, exhale. This time stay up as high as you can. Pull that belly in a little further and rotate. So it's not a huge movement because we're focusing on rotating through the center. Don't move so much through the shoulders, move through those abdominals. Let's do that again. Rotate. So imagine a string kind of pulling you up and across toward that opposite knee. One more time here. Good. Now come back to center and just a little extra challenge. I'm going to take those hands, reach behind my knees, let my low back sink. I'm going to draw the shoulders down and back. Hold here and pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it and slowly lower. Let's do that 2 more times. Hands behind the head, deep breath. Exhale up. Let the low back sink in, reach, pull up a little more, and pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower. Let's see, got one more in it. Nice deep breath. Exhale. Empty all that air out, reach behind, pull up. Pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to keep going. Take a break whenever you need it. Remember, we're always going to listen to our own body. Take a deep breath, arms are extended. Exhale, come up. So just speeding up that movement a little more. Inhale. Exhale. And one more time. Inhale. Now don't throw the head way back, but keep it up and forward. Exhale. Next time we're going to change it up a little bit because we're going to inhale here, but as we exhale, we're going to bring those knees up. Now don't go back to the mat, but just open slightly and then exhale up again. And we're just adding to that challenge here. Inhaling, exhaling, squeezing that ball, getting those inner thighs firing as well. A couple more times. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale. Now if you need a break, take it. Otherwise, cross those ankles. Put that ball behind the knees, hands behind the head. Remember, the hands are here for support, not to push on your head. Now, come up a little higher and down. Small pulses. Small pulses. Good. Keep that breath in and out. Now let's rotate. I'm going to take that left elbow to the outside of my right knee, and then the same thing on the other side. Right elbow toward the left knee. Let's do that a few times. Keep going. And remember, all through this, we're keeping those shoulders up off the mat as high as we can. Keep those shoulder blades lifted. A couple more times. Great. One more time. All right, I think we deserve a little break. break here, but let's do one more. Reach it out, pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down, bring those knees in. Take that ball, put it between your ankles. Extend your legs out. Lift your head and shoulders up, and again, remind yourself, shoulders away from the ears. Lower those legs, take a deep breath, and let's do the 100. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now, instead of doing the full 100 today, I'm just going to do like 3 or 4. Good. You can, again, go ahead and do the full 100. Now, bringing the knees in, lowering the head. Let's put that ball down, and let's do our roll up. So you can either use the ball in your hands, or you can go ahead and take a break and put it down. Take a nice deep breath in. Inhale, head and shoulders come up. Exhale, draw deep into those abdominals to pull you up. I'm a little tired, so you see me popping a little bit. Don't let that happen. Reach out, rolling back down. So just like on the 100, I'm just going to do a couple reps of this, but you can continue on yourself. So let's stop in that sitting position. Sitting nice and tall, let's bend the knees. Put the ball behind your back, and you might have to shove it a little bit there. I'm going to bring my knees, hips, and ankles in a nice straight line. I'm going to roll myself down toward the ball. So I want you to imagine you have a string attached to your navel, pulling it into the ball. We're going to come back slightly, and then back up. Good. And down. Using those abdominals, bracing, remember? And up again. Inhale. And exhale. Couple more. Inhale. And exhale. Now let's add a little rotation. Same thing, rolling down into that ball, keeping that navel pulled in, and then rotate with that elbow. Good, come on up. And focus on dragging up. Other side. And drag up through the side. So we want to go really slow and controlled. Now if you feel anything tweaky in your back in this position, this can be very challenging, just skip this exercise. Nice. All right, and then one more to add. Arms are here. You're going to roll down into the ball like we did. You're going to rotate to the right, rotate to the left, come back and up. And then let's just finish that on the other side. Come on down, rotate left, rotate right, and then come up. So those are some of my favorite small ball exercises. We're going to put that small ball down, and I'm going to grab the big ball. So I'm going to come on over here. I'm going to sit on my ball, okay? And then I'm going to, using my hands to support me, okay, I'm going to roll down. And we're just going to do some nice easy crunches using the ball. So the nice thing about the ball is it incorporates more muscles for helping us balance here, more muscle fibers. So take a nice deep breath and exhale up. So same idea, just like those chest lifts that we already did. I'm going to come down and then back up. Pulling my navel into that ball. Don't let your belly pop up. Inhale, exhale. So now if this is a little too challenging, I can walk down and let my bottom drop a little bit and do it with a little bit of an incline. Or if I want to make it even harder, I'll walk myself back a little bit and then keep it here. But it's not this, guys, okay? It's moving through here. Good. All right, now stay lifted and we're going to rotate. So it's that same chest lift and chest lift with rotation, but now we've put them on top of the ball. So we've added that element of balance on staying on top of our ball. Good. So a lot of good challenging exercises we can do here on this ball. Good. One more time. Moving through the center. Nice. And then we're just going to reach like we're climbing a rope to the ceiling. Nice. Okay, good. All right, let's give those abs a little bit of a break, although they're going to be working the whole time. And let's focus a little bit on the upper back. So flip yourself around, get on top of your ball, put your feet on the floor. If it's uncomfortable, I can be on my knees, but by coming up here like in a plank position, I'm making, again, my core work. So the first thing we're going to do is just a little upper back. I'm just going to bring my arms out to the side. So focus on that upper back. We get a lot of moving forward in our class, so we want to balance that up with some upper back work. Focusing on that posture. Now keep that nice straight long line. Think about drawing those shoulder blades together. Good, a couple more of these. And like I said before, we're just going to do a few reps. You can do more. And then from here, I'm going to come a little forward. Now don't come so far that the feet are off the floor. It's still going to be in that plank position, and I'm going to raise my right arm and my left leg. So now I'm going into kind of a swimming variation here on the ball. I'm going to hold it, focusing more into the low back, and switch. Great. So again, we can do several reps of these. We're just going to do a few today. Nice. And remember, you want to keep that head, neck, and back all in a nice straight line. You don't want the head way down or way up, so we end up with a sore neck. Great. Now we're in a perfect position to walk out. Hands under the shoulders, and we can go into a push-up position. Now I'm going to kind of scoot back a little bit so I have a little more challenge. Now I've got the ball here. Hold that belly in. I don't want to see this, okay? And then we're going to do some push-ups. Now don't drop the head toward the floor. Think about the chest coming down, bending at the elbows. Good. All right. One more. Hold it there. And then walk back. Okay, so now we're going to go on to our back and we're going to finish up with my last series that I really enjoy using the big ball. You're going to come around onto your back. You're going to put the ball between your legs. Now we've already been using our inner thighs a good bit with the small ball, so we're not going to do a lot of these, but basically you're just going to squeeze and release. Squeeze and release using that inner thigh. Nice. Now after that, I'm going to take my hands out to the side, and I'm going to bring the ball over to the right, and then draw it up. Now remember, it's those abdominals pulling that ball up. Come over here, and bring it up. So not a huge dip, just about halfway down and back up, and halfway down and back up. Good. And you can do more of these, but I'm going to move on after I do the other side to the second variation here. And that's going to be, I'm going to slide my hands under my bottom, give me a little extra support, lift up those head and shoulders, and I'm going to come about halfway down and then back up. Now be careful with that low back. We want this all be pulled up using those deep abdominals. Good. And squeezing that ball, feeling those inner thighs. Nice. One more time. Now a little break for the neck as it goes back down, and we're going to circle. And again, that circle is up at the top. Okay, I'm not going real low on this. Nice. All right, one more. And then finally, lift the head and shoulders, hands here, and then pass that ball back and forth. Remember, we're keeping that torso very still, using those deep abdominals. Great. All right, and then we're going to end it with one more fun exercise. Throw that ball and catch it. And by about the fifth or sixth thing, you're going to notice that you're going to be using your inner thighs as well. All right. Go ahead, bring it in. Let's lower the head. And then let's use that ball to stretch. So we're going to put our legs right over the ball, hands out to the side. Let the knees fall over to the right and over to the left. Nice. Good, that feels good. Okay, keep one leg on the ball. And grab that hamstring. Flex that foot. Feels good. Then I can bring that knee across. I can also do this with a bent knee, depending on my flexibility. And then I'm going to bring that leg toward me, bring the ball toward me as well, pushing the leg toward me, and then I'll get a nice stretch on my hip. Good. Let's go ahead and just repeat it on the other side. So the leg comes up, hold it. Gentle stretch, and again, you want to hold these stretches a little bit longer at home. Bring that leg towards you, stretching that hip a little bit. Nice. All right, now I'm just going to kick that ball out of the way. I'm going to roll onto my stomach. I'm going to reach back, grab my ankle, Gently press the hip down as I lift the knee up, stretching my hip flexors, which get very tight in this class. And the other side, pressing here, good. And then I'm going to finish up by pressing back into a rest position, walking my fingers away, and then come up on all fours. Let's round that back up a little bit, let the head drop and the tailbone drop, and then arch slightly, let the head lift and the tailbone. Flip your toes under, come into like a down dog position, let the heels drop, walk your hands towards your feet, and then we're going to very, very slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time, starting at the bottom. Coming all the way up, and then coming around to the front, and we're going to reach up and stretch, and you're finished. Give yourself a pat on the back. Great job, you guys. Hope you'll do these.